Hi everybody, and welcome to episode 6 of Dinners with Donna. I'm so glad you're all here with me today. We're doing an episode that is special to me. It's all foods native to my home state of Rhode Island. So we're making things you may not have heard of before. I'm going to give you history, where these recipes came from, what they mean to me. Most of them I grew up having. I grew up and was born and raised for 23 years in Rhode Island, so I think I have a good handle on this. But we are making New York system hot wieners. We are making clam cakes. We are making doughboys. We are making Dell's frozen lemonade, and the official state drink of Rhode Island, coffee milk. So it's going to be a fun time. All right, so I want to start off also by thanking my members. You're all very special to me, and I appreciate your support. I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, and just everyone watching, thank you and welcome in. You ready to start, Nicholas?
I am. I can manually turn us down. Let's do that.
Okay. Is it better now?
Okay. Did you move it down?
I moved it down.
Okay. If you want, you can just keep. I don't know how.
I guess we're having audio issues, guys. Let me know how the sound is for you. If I need to adjust my microphone, just let me know.
And
is that better, Richard?
Touch loud.
Okay, I can actually move us down. So
okay.
This is why we. Which button is the lower one? There we go. This is.
How's that?
Okay. So I'm talking. How do I sound? And why don't you say something?
Yes, I am ready to start whenever we're ready.
Okay, so give us a thumbs up in the chat if that is better. Okay, everyone's saying much better. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
See, we just have to find the sweet spot.
Yeah.
You want me to come over there?
Yeah, come on over. So what we've got going here, I started a pan over here. That's going to be for frying the clam cakes and the doughboys. We'll be using that later. But here I've got a pan heating up to make the hot wiener sauce. And hot wieners is basically like a Rhode Island style chili dog or coney dog. I have the spice mix here that I got online. But it's basically a blend of like chili powder, paprika, cumin, allspice, celery salt, and things of that nature. I get the pre-mix because I know it came from the place I bought hot wieners growing up, so I know it's authentic. I know if I made it myself, I might, mismeasure or something. So I like to get it right. But you feel free to make your own at home as well. But here's the recipe is on the back, as you can see. And it's pretty simple. We're going to add oil. I believe we have a half a cup to the pan. And then I already diced up my onion to save some time. So we have, it says half an onion. So I'm going to get that in there. And see, I had my pan nice and hot, which is a good tip, because if you have your pan hot and waiting for you, then you're ready to go right away, as opposed to waiting and waiting and waiting for it to heat up. And get as much of the onion out of here as you can. This is my little handy dandy pull and chop, so it stores the onion after I chopped it, which is really nice. All right. So we're going to keep cooking this over medium-high heat, and just till the onions cook down and get a little bit translucent, which is basically a fancy word for like see-through. They'll change color, and you'll see, I'll show you. But you can see it's a lot of oil to onion ratio at this point, but because we're going to add the dry spice mix and the meat and everything, you'll see that it won't be oily when we're done.
And what so we have a few questions and actually a super chat, and I do have to move the microphone thing out of the way, so they're going to see that on the side for just a second. But,
sure.
As we are transitioning, there we go. So we have a $9.99 super chat from Andrew, who says, "Hi Donna, I absolutely love your cooking shows and your love of Disney. It's like spending time with a good friend. Love all your videos. Hoping you do a Halloween goodies stream this month."
Well, I first of all, thank you so much, Andrea. That's so nice of you. And so you guys never feel the need to donate. I so appreciate it, but it's totally unnecessary and voluntary. We do appreciate it so much, and everything I get will go back to the channel for like ingredients for cooking and equipment and all that kind of stuff. So that's where everything goes. But thank you so much. And to answer your question, I guess I can say it now. The next stream we're going to have is going to be all about Halloween.
Boo to you.
Yes, we're going to be making lots of Halloween treats, and I'll give one of them away. One of the things we will be making, do you know what it is, Nicholas?
Yes, I do. I don't know if it's the one you want me to announce.
Well, go for it, and I'll tell you if you're right or you might be wrong.
Oh, so maybe maybe they'll get two things.
You never know.
I know one of them is the Hades nachos.
That's it.
Okay, good.
Yep, we're making the Hades nachos, which is basically a blue or black bean or blue corn tortilla chip topped with a buffalo chicken and cheese sauce. It's going to be really good. And we're going to make lots of other different Halloween treats as well as fall. So it's going to be a fall and Halloween themed show. So it should be a lot of fun. Do you like pumpkins flavored things?
Yeah.
Like pumpkin cake, pumpkin bread, pumpkin pie?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So like if I made pumpkin bars maybe with cream cheese frosting,
That
would you
sounds
like
good.
that? Okay. And I don't know how many of you in the chat are familiar with any of these dishes. Let me know if you're from New England or the Rhode Island area and have tried these before, or if these are new to you. Because, you know, I know different regions and different states have their own unique little flavors, and I just thought doing something from my hometown that I've missed would be a lot of fun. And I found out that the reason these are called New York System and not Rhode Island wieners is because in the 1900s, that was a marketing ploy to make... Okay, I don't know why there's feedback over there.
Is that your phone or mine? Oh, that's hers. Donna's trying to get the extra view.
Sorry, guys. But yeah, I'll bring it
I
up.
wonder how that just started randomly.
That was crazy.
So for
Sorry,
context,
guys. That's probably live.
the stream just started on Donna's phone out of nowhere. And also, before I forget, Michelle said that her husband made the cheeseburger spring rolls today.
Oh, how wonderful. I hope you enjoyed them. They're so delicious. But anyway, getting back to what I was saying before,
Yes.
I was rudely interrupted by myself, which is kind of weird. So it says on this website, the history of it, the name New York System emerged in the 1900s when hot dogs, aka wieners, were still new. They were associated with Coney Island in New York City, and New York System was used as a marketing term to denote authenticity. They're also known as hot wieners, weenies, gaggers, and belly busters. By 1940, New York System described a distinct style of preparation that evolved in Providence's Greek community. That's where the allspice comes in. I can't believe I interrupted myself, Nicholas.
It wasn't me this time.
I know. I was like, wait, I hear myself. That was so weird.
And if you guys have any questions and we don't get to them right away, when we have a little bit of downtime, we'll be answering some questions, so be sure to save those. And we've had also a lot of people ask what we're currently making.
Okay, so we are making what I was just discussing, the New York System hot wieners, which is the Rhode Island version of a chili dog or Coney style hot dog.
There is a $9.99 super chat from Mickey Travels. Happy cooking day, Donna. You spread so much joy.
Oh, thank you, Mickey Travels. You are so kind. Mickey Travels, you guys are such wonderful friends. They're like family to me. And yeah, if you guys are planning a Disney trip, I would highly recommend them because they go the extra mile for you. They're platinum earmarked. And I'm not saying that just because they're my friends. I would just highly recommend them. I wouldn't recommend anyone that I wouldn't go to myself if I was planning a trip. And they know they're Disney, let me tell you. Nicholas is representative of that. So, thank you so much, Mickey Travels. Now see how this is like getting soft, Nicholas? The onions are almost like melting. That's where we're getting there. And now I used a sweet onion. That's just my preference. You could use a yellow onion. I wouldn't recommend using a red onion or a Spanish onion as it's a bit strong for this. But yeah, sweet onion goes really well for sure. Okay, so we're at pretty much where we want to be with this. So we're going to measure out the spice mix. It says to use a tablespoon per pound of meat, and I've got about 2 pounds of meat. So we're gonna, and now also, you know, you can play around with it, but this is the original recipe, so that's what I'm doing. And I have enough for another batch, so look at that. So your little bag that you buy online for $5, this is going to be my third batch after this, because I made one a few months ago, because I freeze what's left over, and it freezes really well. Samantha really loves hot wieners. They're like her favorite thing from Rhode Island. Those and clam cakes, which is why I'm making them today, as well as my favorites. But what I do is I make a big batch like this, and then I freeze it, whatever we don't eat that day. And you can keep it in the freezer for like up to 6 months, to be honest. And I put it in little single serving size, like either baggies or plastic containers, and they freeze just beautifully. And then you can portion it out to just what you need for your wieners for that day's dinner or lunch or whatever.
Alexis at Universal says Donna should do online cooking classes or sell tickets for a personal live stream with Donna. We follow along Donna as we cook Disney food.
Oh, you are so kind. Thank you so much, Alexis at Universal.
There is also a $9.99 super chat from Scarlett Penford.
Oh.
Hello, Donna and friends. I almost finished my road trip from Las Vegas to Orlando.
Yay.
Should be there tonight. I have a special cooking surprise gift for you, Donna.
Oh, that's so kind of you, Scarlett. Thank you. Thank you for the super chat. And thank you so much for thinking of me. That's very thoughtful and kind of you. I look forward to meeting you. Now, I'll tell you something, Nicholas.
Yes.
Back in the day, what happened with these hot wieners, oh, and by the way, we just added the ground beef, and I use 93% lean, because we put a half a cup of oil in here, and I don't want extra fat in my hot wiener sauce. But back in the day, when I was a little girl, we would go to the late movies, but like starting at 9 o'clock, and the only thing open, like for a restaurant, besides like IHOP, would be the Coney Island or the New York System hot dogs. So that was always a special treat. My mom would bring us, and we would go and each get like 3 wieners, and they call them all the way. All the way means you get all the toppings on it. And it was so good and such a treat. And but you know, when you're my age now, you might pay the price the next day because, you know, eating chili dogs late at night. I don't know how my parents did it, but yeah, I remember it being like a late night treat. Sometimes we would go on like the weekends. My dad would take me for lunch. Did I need to add some water? I'm wondering.
Disney World freak Carlos, ask Donna if she has the celery salt.
You know it. I wouldn't be a Rhode Islander without it. I knew he was going to test me too. Okay. This doesn't say to add water, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to get this all brown. Once the meat is browned, then we cover and simmer it for 45 minutes. So we'll move over to the next dish after that. And then we'll assemble the hot dogs after the 45 minutes is over.
LSU mom says I use Let me scroll back up. It just went away. Hold on. Stand by.
Chat is hard.
I use Mango Light pots, and they have, and I've never used that type of pot. Do they cook well?
They do. It's Le Creuset. We actually won this in a drawing. Sam did, and she gave it to me because I'm the cook in the family. But it was really fortunate she did because I liked it so much that I got a few other pans in the set. They're a little bit pricey, I won't lie, but they last forever. Very durable. They are heavy, though. If you have weak wrists or problems with your arms, they're a little heavy. But they can go from your stovetop to your oven up to 500 degrees, and I have tested that. And they are enamel-covered cast iron. So unlike traditional cast iron, you don't have to season it and take care of it as gingerly as you would with, like Grandma's cast iron. Because if you get any water in your cast iron, like regular, Nicholas, you know what's going to happen to it?
It'll go bad.
It rusts.
And
you do not want rust in your food.
I think I was close.
Yeah.
That's bad.
With regular cast iron, you have to season it regularly with oil and things like that. So this is really easy. You can put these in the dishwasher, which is nice, or you can have a nice dishwasher that does it by hand for you like I do with Richard. But yeah, it's worth the investment. It's very versatile. And I like the cast iron because not only can it go from, the stovetop to the oven, but also it conducts the heat very evenly and the pot stays warm. So I could turn this off and it would stay warm probably for a good 2 hours afterwards.
Christine wants to know what size pot that is.
This is, I believe, a 6-quart pot. Yes.
One more than 5 quarts, one less than 7 quarts.
Look at you being the math wizard today, Nicholas. That's awesome.
Well, that's like kindergarten math, so.
All right, quick calculus. Ready?
I have not taken calculus
You want to do
yet.
some of my pharmacy equations? They're always fun.
Sure, why not? CH, welcome to MasterChef.
Oh, hi, CH. Thank you so much. Welcome to memberships. I do want to say, anyone who is new to memberships, message me on our either Facebook Messenger through the group or on Instagram through our Instagram page, and give me your contact info so I can send your member incentives out. And I have an address for you if I want to send like a Christmas card or a birthday gift or something like that. That would be awesome.
And we have a few questions.
Absolutely.
Not a question, but a comment from Emily LSU Mom. Cast iron pots cook really well, but yes, they have to be maintained properly to last.
Very true.
Disney World freak Carlos asked Donna if she has considered making bakery pizza, another Rhode Island staple.
Yes, but I'll tell you something, Carlos. I need to find a reliable recipe. I've tried making the pizza strips on my own with recipes I had gotten from friends and things, and it did not taste the same as Deepal Mary's, which is like the best pizza strip bakery, in my opinion, in Rhode Island. But I'm going to tell you guys what party pizza is, too, in just a minute. So, okay, see, we've browned our ground beef here. See how it's all nice and brown, Nicholas?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm going to take this and here, and now we're just going to cover it. Say goodbye to the beef. And we're going to lower our heat to low, and we're going to simmer this for 45 minutes. Easy peasy, right?
Yes. $9.99 super chat from Jerry. I heard you mention celery salt. What would you use the salt on? Sounds good.
Okay, so celery salt, we use it on the hot wieners. It's also in the hot wiener spice pack that they sell online, and all the links to my sources and everything and recipes you can make from scratch as well are in the description of the video, so check that out. I also posted a link of the local lore of like the history of these foods and where they came from and different recipes. Like there's like 10 different recipes going around from scratch for the hot wiener. Some of it calls for tomato paste, which I've never put in there. So you can, pick and choose what you like to, which one you'd like to do. But for sure.
And there were, and Pete McDevitt's here. He
Pete.
said, please share The stream everyone on your social media platforms.
Thank you, Pete. And guys, don't forget to check out Pete tonight at 7:30 after my show, because someone I know very well is going to be in the hot seat tonight. I wonder who it is, Nicholas. It's Nick. You guys be sure to check that out tonight. It's going to be good. Okay.
I might pronounce this wrong, but Carlos is really not LaSalle Bakery.
Oh, LaSalle's. Yes,
Okay.
they're up there too. They probably tie with Deep Palmieri's. You're absolutely right, Carlos. I wish I could get their recipe.
Alexis Universal, welcome to Apprentice Chef.
Oh, thank you, Alexis. Welcome, and thank you so much. Okay, so our oil's not quite where I need it to be. So that's okay, because we've got to make the doughboys anyway. Make the doughboys first. Now, doughboys are a New England treat. It's basically just kind of like, almost like a donut, but not. It's just fried dough. And then you roll it in sugar. You can put cinnamon in the sugar. I, as a traditional Rhode Islander, never had it with cinnamon, so we're just going to do it with sugar. I just use, you can make your own dough, but I chose to use just frozen bread dough. It's easy and it's simple. You could even add pizzeria for pizza dough and use that. My mom, Carol, as you know, Carol, she loves doughboys. These were one of her favorite like snacks and desserts when we were growing up in Rhode Island. And I remember she loved doughboys. And they're really simple. You just take dough. That's all you do, and you just flatten it out into like a circle.
Disney World Freak says, let's make coffee milk now so Nick and Arjons can drink while they wait.
Oh, good idea. You know what? We can do that actually while the oil's coming up to temperature. Let's see.
For us Portuguese, Carlos says, for us Portuguese, it's called a...
Malasada.
That word.
Did I say it right, Carlos?
It looks like that, malasada.
Malasada, yeah. It's basically a donut, but it doesn't have a hole in it.
Joyce has just started to follow you on Facebook and your dinners with Donna on Instagram.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Richard.
Pete says, Nick does not need to be drinking for my show. It's not that bad.
I need, like, those cups.
Now, am I good to dock here for a moment?
Yeah.
You're going to end up on it one way or the other.
Richie.
He was trying to avoid the camera.
It doesn't matter. The blue is fine. Okay, guys. So, there's a lot of, dishes that are native to Rhode Island. Besides what I'm making here today, there's Johnny cakes, there's Indian pudding. Have you heard of any of those, Nicholas?
What were the two?
Johnny cakes and Indian pudding.
Maybe once.
Okay. So Indian pudding is a dessert, kind of like a bread pudding. I'm not making that today because it takes over 2.5 hours to make it, but it's so delicious. It's got molasses in it and raisins, and you can put like craisins. I like craisins in it. It's so good. And then we have stuffies, which are stuffed quahog clams. And I don't know if you've heard of a quahog, but they are a clam that I believe is native to Rhode Island. And so what they do is they take the clam and they mix it with like breadcrumbs and bacon and all kinds of neat stuff and spices. And then they stuff it in the shell and they bake it in the shell, and they call them stuffies because you stuff the shell. They're really yummy. But I didn't get to make those this time either. We might have to have a part 2, but you guys let me know what you think of that. Oh, and I'll need a spoon, please, Richard. Okay, so, sorry, I didn't mean to get scattered and digress on you guys. We are going to make coffee milk now. Yay!
Yippee-ki-yay.
Are you excited? Are you nervous?
Well, what would you say? Is it just like coffee? Does
it tastes like a Frappuccino, but melted.
Okay, because
It doesn't taste like coffee.
Because this is my thing with coffee. I can handle it, but I don't. I'll
not,
try it though.
It's not like caffeine coffee.
It's like chocolate milk.
It is like chocolate milk. It's not. They say it's coffee milk. It's just coffee flavored sugar syrup is what it is. But this
it still tastes somewhat like a coffee
bit.
flavor. Yeah.
A little bit,
So
but not
that'll be
much.
interesting.
Okay, so this is my brand. There's two brands that are made in Rhode Island. This is Autocrat. This is the original. This is what I've always grown up using. Carlos, you can tell me if this is what you've used. The other brand is Eclipse, which is okay, but this I like a lot better. I don't know why. But again, the links for this are in the description. You can get this the Only in Rhode Island store online as well as Amazon. So yeah.
And Alyssa and Neil are here.
Hi, Alyssa and Neil. We're making coffee milk.
Mar in Memphis says, is it like a mocha frappe?
Kind of, sort of. I'm going to let Nicholas and Richard, because they've never had this, tell you what they think it tastes like.
Do you like coffee, Richard? Okay, see, I'm not the biggest
So,
fan.
okay, so
I can handle it.
I put the milk in the cup, and all you're going to do with this is add as much or as little syrup as you want to. And then you're just going to take a spoon and you're going to stir it and mix it. And it should look like this color, kind of like a light tan. I didn't want to give you too much, Nicholas.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Disney World Freak Carl says, yes, true Rhode Island knows Autocrat.
Yeah, Eclipse came along later. They make, the thing I don't like about Eclipse is they make other flavors for your milk, like strawberry and things like that. Autocrat is only coffee, and Autocrat actually makes real coffee. They used to anyway. I don't know if they still do.
Carlos says, it doesn't taste like coffee.
No.
It's like a different chocolate milk.
Yeah. And the other thing that's native to Rhode Island is something called, and I think this is equated to a frap. I don't know if you know this, Carlos, but let me know. A cabinet. My dad used to take me to the drugstore, which was a pharmacy, and they had a soda fountain, and they would have a coffee cabinet, and a cabinet is basically like a little milkshake or frap. Yeah. We have different words for everything. We call water fountains bubblers.
I've never
Bubblers, yeah. And we call the carts at the store carriages.
This is in Rhode Island?
Yeah.
Oh. What do you call soda? Pop?
I used to call it soda, Coke.
Yeah, there's like...
Okay, Richie, we need you guys over here
is it
for a
done already?
selfie. That's it. It's coffee. It's the milk and the syrup. I told you it was so easy.
Okay, we're gonna take a selfie. Hi.
Hey guys.
Okay.
Yeah, so that it's like a 2-second thing.
I'm gonna move the light over.
I used to
like,
have
not in
these
this direction.
with lunch with peanut butter and jelly. And this would be my drink.
Are you having any?
I didn't make one for me yet, but I
Okay.
wanted you guys to try it because I've had it.
Doesn't really smell like...
No, it
smells
you're
like-
so afraid.
I'm not afraid, I'm just...
There's plastic like stuff.
What, have you had it yet? Okay. Okay, let me taste it. There's coffee in it.
Not much though.
Not a lot, but I get coffee from it. Like I'm okay drinking it.
Yeah, it's not like in your face coffee.
A little bit more of that. I might get much flavor.
Here, stir.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's
I went light on you. I didn't want to overwhelm you.
does mixing it a lot do anything?
It just distributes the syrup.
I like it. It's good.
I like it
Richard,
too.
I don't know how well you guys can hear him.
And just so everyone knows, this is the official state drink of Rhode Island. So, gosh, it tastes so good. I love it. It's really good. I like it.
It's not terrible for me. Although
It wasn't what you were expecting.
No, I was expecting coffee, so it was what because I'm getting coffee from it. So it's
In fact, okay, there's so little coffee in here. My grandparents would give this to me while they were having coffee and tell me it was my coffee, but it wasn't really. It's coffee milk.
yeah, it's
When I was a kid.
it's good. I wouldn't have it all the time, but it's good. Yes or no, do I
I
like
love it with a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That's the way I always had it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me see if there's any. So that's one recipe done.
Yep. I'm going to test the oil.
Okay, they're saying, Richie, come back here.
I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, that's his excuse. Richard is going to put his. See, we need to get him a mic.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Richard said it was good. He's going to put his thoughts in the chat, though.
You have a lot of thoughts.
Yeah, Alex says coffee is nasty stuff.
Yeah.
Does Samantha like it? Get over here and
Samantha
try
loves it. I have to order it special so she has coffee milk.
Get over here and try it.
Mickey Travel said you can't judge how great it is by Nick. No offense, Nick.
I mean,
Mickey Travels, I can attest to that, and you are so right. I've heard mixed reviews from him on things, and I respectfully disagree with him sometimes.
I
But I still love you.
I still think you need to get back and try the pumpkin cheesecake cannoli from Pizza Rizzo, because my second time, so I tried it on stream, and it was much better the second time.
So you know what we can do while we're waiting on everything? I'm going to stir the wiener sauce a little bit.
Would you like me to come over there?
No, I'm just stirring.
Okay.
And then while we're waiting for the oil to come up a little bit more to temperature, we can start on the clam cakes. Now the clam cakes are really awesome because they're, native to Rhode Island. Rhode Island, I get great seafood. We're on the coast, the Atlantic coast, you get great seafood. We would always get these at like beachside little shacks that make them, which is kind of cool. And so it was a treat when we went to the beach. We would get clam cakes and then the doughboys. Everywhere that sells clam cakes usually sells the doughboys that we're going to be making. So I know Iggy's is a great place. I love Aunt Carrie's in Narragansett. There's George's there. Several very good places to get clam cakes that are fresh and made to order in Rhode Island. And you get chowder too. And did anyone know that Rhode Island has its own chowder? I know there's Manhattan chowder with a tomato base. There's New England clam chowder, which is a cream base. But Rhode Island has its own chowder, and it's a clear broth. So just another little tip for you.
A little tidbit.
There you go.
Disney World Freak says, Suzanne and I are drinking one along with you guys. Cheers.
Love it. Love it, Carlos. Okay, so I ordered this again online. This is Kenyon's Clam Cake and Fritter Mix. It's been around this company for like forever. It's made with stone ground cornmeal. The recipe to make the clam cakes at home are on the back. If I was in Rhode Island, I'd get fresh clams, little necks probably, because those are my favorite. But since I'm in Central Florida, and I'm not near the ocean, I'm an hour away, I'm going to use canned clams like the mix calls for. So this box doesn't want to open. I probably shouldn't have put gloves on.
Love Subbin says, don't forget Manhattan clam chowder, which is tomato based.
Oh, I think it's taped. The box is taped. I guess because of shipping. I'm like, why won't the box open? I've never had that issue before. Okay, so we've got to go around and open the box.
Let me fix this. It might get a little shaky. It'll be for like 2 seconds though. I just got to make sure this is going to work. Okay, here we go.
And it does say on the box to keep it in a cool place. So I had it in my pantry. I'm sure you could probably keep it in your fridge also. So we're going to put this whole box into the bowl. And let me see if it says what's in here. They also sell the Johnny cake mix and all kinds of pancake mixes. Does it say what's ingredients? It's got flour, cornmeal, dry milk, whey milk, baking powder, salt, and white pepper. So there we go.
The Philly crew said hi, Donna.
Hi, the Do Philly crew. Great to see you guys. I know you're New Englanders too.
Said yummy Rhode Island.
Yes, I think Ron is from Rhode Island, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be delicious. Okay, so now we pour the contents of the package into the bowl. We did that. Now we add just these 3 cans of clams with the juice. We don't want to drain them. And these are chopped clams. Just, I got the kind my store had, which was Bumblebee. Chopped clams. So
Bumblebee.
I got 3 cans of that going in. This one I'm going to drain because I don't want a whole ton of liquid in there.
And while you're doing that, should we say hi to a few people in the chat?
Absolutely, let's say hi.
Absolutely.
Yes,
We have,
positively.
let me reset this so I can get the names. We have Disney World Castle, Disney World Freak,
Castle, Disney World Freak, that's Carlos.
Janie D,
Janie B.
It's Joey's World,
Hey, Lisa, Joey, and Keith.
the Do Philly crew,
Ron and Meredith.
LSU
Yay.
Mom.
Emily.
Samantha Lowe.
Who's that?
That's what I'm wondering. Karen Cook,
Karen.
Ruby Princess G,
Ruby.
who actually said, "Hi Donna, I'm listening but won't be chatting. I have a bad headache. I live in Rhode Island."
I actually knew that. I'm so glad she's listening. This is awesome.
Simba 2 is here. Elizabeth B is here.
Hi, Simba.
Love
Hi,
Subbin is
Elizabeth.
here.
Oh my goodness. We have
R
a lot of
Johns is
friends.
here.
Oh my goodness.
Paul
Thank you.
DeWolf is here.
My goodness. So many friends.
The great Marco.
Marco.
Karki.
Hi, Carol.
Through the Enchanted Portal.
Oh my goodness.
Alan. Janie B.
Wow.
Mary Ellen. Jeffrey Pop.
That's amazing.
Suzanne.
Hi, Suzanne.
And we have
This needs a little
Jill,
bit more
Judy,
liquid.
Kate, Faith, and Hope Disney, aka
Oh,
Barbara.
Faith and Disney. Hi, Barbara.
Alex Kennett, Cheetah,
Oh, hi,
AJC
Alex.
Magic TV,
Oh my goodness.
Kathy, who says she's new to the channel.
Oh, welcome.
Alfred says, "Hi Donna, I lost my job here in Michigan as of last week. I'm
I'm
finding
so
a new
sorry,
job."
Alfred.
Elizabeth B, "I'm going to make your bacon wrapped cream cheese stuffed chicken this week."
Oh, that's exciting.
Jersey Rob is here.
Jersey Rob.
Rose is here.
Oh, Rose.
Mary Kehoe.
Oh, Tommy. He's also a New Englander from New Bedford, Massachusetts.
Just Gran is here.
Hello.
Kaylee Handmade Harriers.
Kaylee. This is so awesome. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I so appreciate all of you.
And CH is asking what we're making right now.
Yes, I was just going to get to that.
Yes.
So, CH, we are making clam cakes, which are native to New England. It's kind of like a fritter with clams in it. If I lived in Rhode Island still, I would go get fresh little neck clams to put in this. But since I don't, I used what I could find at the store, which is canned Bumblebee chopped clams. And so we just mix the 3 cans of clams, do not drain them. And then with the box of clam cake mix, and then you get this, which is like a batter.
So Love Subbin wants to know what's the difference between a clam cake and a Rhode Island stuffy.
Okay, so a clam cake is a fritter. A stuffy is actually a shell of a clam that they make a bread stuffing out of and bake it. And these will be deep fried. Clam cakes are deep fried and stuffies are baked in a clam shell, an actual clam shell, which is so delicious.
And also, I heard someone say that there's no sound, so can you guys do me a favor? Give us a thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. Sometimes, people just have their things muted. Okay, yeah, so we're here, yeah.
Okay,
So
Nicolette.
if you can't hear us, which you're probably not hearing this, you can feel free to refresh or something. I always say, if you can't hear me, just refresh, but they can't hear me.
I know, that's why I laughed. It's going to be hard for them to do that.
Hopefully they see the thumbs up.
So, Nicholas, we're making doughboys over here if you want to come on over.
Yes. Marco says tiny bit of distortion, but not bad. Marco, do you think it has to be turned up or down? we can we can manually turn it up and down as we need to. And then I am going to, a lot of people are saying no issues, so I don't, oh, down, okay, we gotta go down. Let's do that. Okay, I'm gonna, down a touch, okay, I'll touch it. And then I'll follow you back over there.
No worries.
You do those in the air fryer? Somebody said.
Well, let's give it a whirl. I've never tried them in the air fryer, but you know me. I'm fearless in the kitchen. I'll do anything.
Okay, we turned it down a touch. Yes, so people are asking if they could be done in the air fryer.
We're going to find out. How's that?
Okay, Marco said perfect.
Okay,
So,
great.
It's
All
like,
right.
I wish there was like, you're down to level 5, level 4, but it's just like I have to keep clicking the button.
So I put you in because our oil came up to temperature, so I had to kind of make them, but you just, pull them out to whatever shape, thickness you'd like, and then they're going to puff up in here anyway. There we go.
Mike says, Donna, you're a culinary daredevil.
I don't know about that, but yeah. I just...
When you cook with a ninja.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, me too. It's my favorite.
Disney World Freak says, no to the air fryer. You need the oil for expansion of that.
I kind of thought so, but I figure we can try one and we'll see what happens, Carlos. But you know what else the oil does is it gives it the moisture that the sugar needs to stick to. Otherwise, I don't know how you're going to get the sugar to stick to it from the air fryer.
They might have called it
Oh, well, I didn't know.
Ninja.
Well, we'll try both. That is a Ninja Foodie grill. It air fries, it grills, it roasts, it bakes. It does everything. I love it.
It even gets you a drink from the fridge.
Well, I don't know if it does that.
As the mom from Carousel of Progress would say, well, it can't quite do that, but I'll show you what it can do. You should be able to talk to that, because then we could recreate the whole Carousel of Progress. Richard could be John, and we could get Uncle Orville in here.
I love it. Okay, so look at the color on these guys. We're gonna flip. Ready?
Well, I gotta get over here. Okay.
Well, I know you gotta get over
Let's
here.
flip.
We're ready to flip. Ready? Look at the color. That's what you're looking for, this golden brown.
Ruffalo says Donna and my ninja.
Oh, I am, let's see how that one looks. No, not quite. It only takes a minute or two on each side, so they're pretty quick. And then once they're done on the other side,
And I see 2 questions, which I'm gonna put us back down here for just a second so I can get to them. William SKRW1 says, what temp and time was used for the air fryer?
I did 390 for 7 minutes. I've never done them in there, so we'll see how that works. 390 is the default temperature for air frying in the Ninja air fryer. So I think we'll just see how it turns out.
And Rose W says, what if you spray the dough with oil before putting it in the air fryer?
Well, I can do that, and I will try to do that. I don't know if that will help it, but we'll try. Okay, we're ready.
Okay, we're ready to rock?
Okay, so I'm going to get my oil sprayer, because I have an oil sprayer, believe it or not, full of olive oil. And we will just... Okay, I need to pull it out.
Oh, it thinks there's something cooking in it.
Okay, there we go.
Avery, the Cuban American, is here.
Hi, Avery.
And if you guys haven't already, hit that like button for Donna.
Thank you.
We're 5 likes away from 200.
Ooh.
Subscribe if you're new by clicking the red subscribe button. And share out this delicious stream with your friends, families, and fellow chefs.
Ooh, you're getting fancy. Okay. Oops, my tongues don't want to untongue.
Bonjour. We should start every stream by saying bonjour.
Bonjour, bon appetit. That was Julia Child said that. Okay. When would this? There we go. My tongue's broke. Okay, these are done. So you put them into a vessel. Get as much of the excess oil off as you can, because then it will make the sugar clump if you have too much oil in here. And then we're going to flip these two over.
Disney World Freak says, Donna, no paper bag like the old days for the sugar?
No, I decided to use a lock and lock just because, you know, the times we're in, I try to be as sterile as I can. But yeah, traditionally my mom would do that in a paper bag. And it absorbs the extra oil too if you do that. Okay.
Rob Fuzz says, I thought the paper bag was required, haha.
Yeah, well, you know.
We have over 200 likes and almost 300 watching.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much, everybody.
Corner Sports, yes, I'm ready for tonight, I guess you could say.
Richard, can you help me out? And let's see, are these done? No, they're not.
Pete, it's good to see you here. I'll see you in a little bit.
We're gonna need a Pete.
And I got your message too. Oh, that's your phone.
I think I'm good for
That's
now.
not mine. You're on camera, by the way. You came in the field.
Okay. All right. So look at these, Nicholas. Aren't they beautiful?
Ooh.
You got the extra sugar.
Now, what are the, like, what's the, you might have said it and I was reading the comments, but what is, like, the inside supposed to, is it supposed to be like a
Like a donut dough.
donut? Okay,
It's a doughboy, so it's doughy.
$4.99 super chat from
Oh.
Disney World Castle.
Oh, thank you
Donna,
so
thank you for
much.
taking time from your busy day to share your recipes with us. You guys make my day.
Oh, you guys make my day. This is so much fun for me. I just really love doing this for you and sharing my cooking skills and background with you and just sharing my recipes. And yeah, it's so awesome.
Those things smell good.
Why don't you do a thing on the plate? And Richie?
Mickey Travis said, Nick would love those.
Yeah.
They smell good, so, you know.
Richie, if you can take a picture with my camera,
These are the doughboys.
I'll do a Instagram shot.
They smell as good as they look. I wish we had smell-o-vision, because this is when we need it.
Oh, yeah, already these look vastly different than the other ones.
And, Disney World Freak says, Donna, my mother at 86 still makes about 200 of these
Malasadas.
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, every 6 months for the family. She would be proud of you.
Oh, that's awesome. And then one other thing they have in Rhode Island that I don't know if anyone else has heard of, we have a lot of Roman Catholics. And the churches will have these big feasts. They're like big festivals. And they would sell doughboys at their festivals, which is a tradition.
And Mickey Travels said like a large size Zeppeli. Have you ever had Zeppelis?
Zeppeli, yes.
You hear them pronounced a whole bunch of different. I've heard Zeppeli, Zeppeli. I've heard Zapla. I've heard people pronounce.
There's a lot of different ways.
We had in New Jersey. We had a pizza restaurant. It was mainly a pizza restaurant, but they also had a bunch of other things. And they made it like I was wondering why this smelled so familiar, and these smelled like the Zeppelis that they made.
Oh, really?
It smells just like it.
Now, Zeppeli can have things in it, like in the batter, that doughboys don't. Like doughboy is just like bread dough or pizza dough. A Zeppeli can have like ricotta cheese in it, or as they would say in Rhode Island, ricotta. Carlos knows.
Carlos, it's malasada, I believe.
And Zeppelis are also, I believe, round.
So you pronounce it Zeppele.
Zeppelis, yeah.
I've always said Zeppeli. That's how I've always pronounced it. Rob says, wow, that looks awesome. I'm dying. Well,
Don't die.
I was going to say, don't die. It's not that exciting that you have to die.
That's funny. So I'm doing another batch is what I'm doing, guys, while Nicholas is talking to you.
Mickey Travels said everything you said was right, Donna. But Mickey Travels, we always pronounce it Zeppeli, right? Or am I just saying it? I mean, they would know. We always pronounced it Zeppeli. You say, what do you say again?
Zeppeli.
Zeppeli. We always said Zeppeli.
I think it could be in either or.
Richard, what do you say?
Actually, you're Italian, so I would trust what you say. Okay, guys.
Oh.
You think it's time for tasting?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
Rich,
it's
that was a yes from Richard.
A yes for me, too.
Mickey Travels says that's right. There were many different ways. Yeah, we always said Zeppelis.
Yeah.
Okay. They
You
said,
took a picture? Okay.
And by the way, if you go to your Uber Eats app and search Dinner with Donna, there's an arrival window. Kind of like on the My Disney Experience app. There's an arrival window right now where you can come and pick these up.
These look so good. I haven't had these in forever. I love them so much.
Want to back the cut up?
Should we back up a little bit so we're all in
Yeah.
it?
Slide it on over. We can put those over here.
Now, Richard, you're going to have to yell your review because they can't hear
Usually
you.
people just tear.
I'm close to the mic now.
Okay.
Usually people just tear.
You just tear off of it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
So good.
Really good.
These are good. There's just one mine.
These can get you in trouble. That's all I'm saying. If you're on a diet, oh, this is bad.
They can get you in a lot of trouble.
I gotta go wash my hands. Aren't they good?
Messy with your hands.
But that's the fun part of it. And that's why we would get them at the beach, because you're on the sand anyway.
Very good.
Richard said very good. Now, Sam, do you like these? Okay, Sam likes them.
Okay. Now, I will say our air fryer one is finished. Do you need to go take a break and wash your hands?
No, I'm good.
I can talk to them for a minute. Okay.
It tastes good.
So that's one thing you need to know is if you're doing this, don't be a camera person because your hands will get sugar all over them and then you'll have to take a break and wash them like Nicholas does. But they're delicious.
I tasted it and then I'm washing them.
They're so
There's
delicious.
a process.
And, you know, it's just like when you have something fresh made from your kitchen and hot out of the oven, it's just makes all the world of difference. I just think they're amazing. They're really good. And now, Nicholas,
Don't
we're
you
going to
dare
head
throw
over
the
here.
extras away.
The air fryer one is done.
Oh, yeah, we get to try it again. We get seconds.
Now, I don't know. This one looks a lot different. You tell me. Come on over.
Oh, am I bringing them over? Should I just keep them here? Because
You can keep them there. I'll bring them here.
oh, it does look different.
Yeah.
Looks more like
So this is a bowl of sugar, but it's
Let me zoom
definitely
in.
not the same.
other way. There we go.
I don't know if it'll taste the same, but we'll try it and see. I'll shake it up, but the sugar I can tell is not sticking to it. And I sprayed it, both sides of it with oil.
Just dump the sugar on it, make it look like
I
like
did.
a snowy mountain.
I dumped the sugar. So now we're gonna taste this one. You ready?
Let's do it.
It's hot.
I was gonna say I see smoke coming from it. Ah, it's hot.
Okay. It's hot.
Really hot.
It's still good, but I like the other one better. Just because the sugar won't stick to it, even though I sprayed oil on it.
It's good.
The other one's better.
I like the other one better though.
That's like an A+, the first one, and this one's like a B. What do you think?
I agree.
So good.
Now, would you like to talk to them while I clean my hands?
Talk to them just for a second.
Okay.
Okay, I've got to flip.
Richard, did you try the air fryer one?
No.
You want to try it?
Okay. I can talk to them now.
Okay.
So yeah, that was take 2 because, you know, we had to try both of them and make sure, you know, quality control. Right, Nicholas?
Don't throw away the extras.
They're so good though. But I would, if I made them in the air fryer, I probably would serve it with a side of sugar to dip it in, if that makes sense. Just so you get the sugar on it. It's not adhering, even though I put oil on both sides of it, which is weird. But it's still good.
And now I'm sanitizing my hands because I'm still touching.
Okay.
Maybe Kathy said dip it in ice.
Dip it in what?
Ooh, dip it in icing.
Oh, you could. That one's not done. This one's done.
We still have more?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm not complaining though.
So good.
Although it will get messy, so you need like make sure you can bring wipes if you're, you know, not by a sink or something.
Well, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could use a knife and a fork, but that's no fun.
They said, what's on your t-shirt? I don't know if you can see it from here, but it's Mickey, and it says, I think it just says Mickey Mouse or Co. It said, if you
Okay.
Like Clement said, Donna, were you a professional cook at one point or just cook for fun?
I've cooked for fun. I used to cook for my family when I was little, and I learned from my grandma and my mom and my aunts. And it just is something that always brought me great joy, and I love feeding people that I care about and love, and that's where I'm at. So it's just a labor of love.
Well, Carlos, I would have said to lick your fingers, but when you're touching a gimbal and cameras and equipment and batteries and all that while we have to move around, probably easier to clean your hands off a little.
Yep.
But I do get what you're saying.
Let's see if that one's done. But yeah, I think this recipe started and from like leftover dough, if I'm not mistaken, like leftover pizza dough or leftover dough from the, yeah. And then they didn't know what to do with it, so they said, well, let's fry it up and roll it in sugar. Wow, what a great idea.
Beignets are messy too, but so good. Ooh, beignets.
Yes, we should try those sometime.
Yes, I miss the Disney one because I don't think you can get the Disney ones anywhere right now.
Nope.
Because French Quarter is
It's
not
closed.
open, and Riverside too. Both of them are not open.
Okay, so we've got one more in there left. We've got 7 minutes left on the hot wiener sauce. And when this last doughboy is done, we'll start the clam cakes. How's that sound, Nicholas?
That sounds perfect.
Awesome. I'm just going to do a little cleanup.
So we just made one air fryer one, right?
Yes,
Okay.
because I kind of knew where that was going to go. But yeah, our clam cake batter, look at this, guys, is all ready to be portioned out and go in the deep fryer when we're ready.
Sean Rogers is here in the UK.
Hi, Sean.
Disney, Keith, and Mandy say, hi, Donna, Nick, and Arjons, and
Well,
Sam.
hello.
We are enjoying watching from the UK, and the doughboys look so good. Well done, Donna, from Mandy and
thank
Keith. We
you.
always look forward to your vlogs. Thank you.
Oh, that's so kind of you. Thank you and welcome. And I'd like to know, I have a question for you guys. Do you have anything similar like this that you make over in the UK? Because I know it's a relatively simple thing with dough and sugar that, you know, anyone can pretty much do. I don't know if this is something that just happened in New England, but it's basically like a donut, kind of, or doughy.
Mickey Travel said you could use your Mickey Mouse food or cookie cutter for the beignet.
I sure could. See? Mickey Travel's always thinking they're on it, guys. I'm telling you. They know where it's at.
To you, right?
Hmm?
I think they gifted that to you.
Yes, they did.
And Pete, I'm back, and Pete said, I thought it was funny, I'm now writing questions about hot wiener sauce.
Oh, I didn't think of that, Nicholas. Sorry.
Pete, you're too much.
Oh, dear. What are you going to do? Pete, Pete, Pete. Always getting us in trouble. Oh,
That's tempting me.
just eat it. That's what it's there for.
So there's nothing called doughboys in the UK.
Really? Oh,
Taking it then.
I love when they're fresh.
Did you
so
try
good.
yet? Oh, you did. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the fried ones are much better than the air fried.
In Mexico.
That's right, sopapillas. That's exactly right. That means soft pillows. You're right, though. It makes a sticky mess.
LJ Stevens says, we make Indian fry bread and put butter, not sugar, on them.
That sounds delicious. I've actually lived in Indian country in South Dakota, and they would make Navajo tacos with fry bread and put the taco toppings on top of it. They're really good.
Carlos from Disney World Freak asks, Donna, did you have the dough mix sitting for a while? I know my mom mixes hers hours in advance to let it rise and rest.
Oh, okay. So I made mine so simple, Carlos. I just used frozen bread dough, and I put it in a warm. I actually put it on this tray, on a little cookie sheet, and I covered it with a tea towel, and I put it in my oven that had not been heated or anything, just a cold oven. And I took it out like at 8 this morning, and they were ready to go by the time the stream started. So yeah, they did take a while to rise. How's everyone doing in the chat?
They're doing good. Mike Clemens says, what's your favorite kitchen gadget?
Ooh, that's so hard. But I have to say it's a toss-up between something really rudimentary and simple and something high-tech. I really love my Ninja because I can indoor grill on it and it doesn't smoke or anything, and it gets really good sear marks on it. It also is an air fryer, and I can roast in it and bake in it, which is really awesome. That's my high-tech gadget. My low-tech is always going to be my Spurtle. It's the shape of it. I can whisk things, mix things, scoop things, scrape things. It's silicone coated, so it can, take heat. It won't scratch my pans, which is nice. And yeah, it's dishwasher safe. So yeah.
So we did doughboys.
We did doughboys. The
We
wiener
did coffee
sauce
milk.
The wiener sauce is simmering.
So what other, I know we have Dell's lemonade.
Yep. We have clam cakes, which we're going to fry up. And then, there we go. That's the last one. Now we can start on the clam cakes. You want to shake
Okay,
this one?
so clam cakes, lemonade, and then finishing off the system.
The system.
The system.
The New
thingies.
York system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Walt Disney World Transportation System.
Okay, so if you don't mind following me.
No worries. And for those in the chat, let us know, out of everything we're making today,
What your favorite is.
what would your favorite be?
All right. Just doing a little cleanup, guys. And the wiener sauce is done. So that will just simmer now. And turn that off. And what I use to do my clam cakes is just a cookie scoop like that, so they come out.
They're all saying they would want to try all of it.
You guys are awesome. I miss, these are the things I miss most about my hometown, my home state. I can't find these foods anywhere else, so I've had to learn to make them and find sources for them, which I have. Only in Rhode Island, online, is my primary source for finding this. We can fit a lot of clam cakes in here.
I'm intrigued by the wiener sauce. I've never heard of it before. I like spicy stuff.
Yeah.
Do you
And
like
this is
spicy?
It's not spicy like that. It's spicy flavor spicy, not like a heat spicy.
See, I don't like spicy regardless of what it is.
Well, I say taste it and see. You might be pleasantly surprised, but I don't know about you. Okay. So I've got like about 7 in there. And we're going to let them get, brown and everything. Oh, and just while we're here, because I'm going to actually use the brown sack that my friend Steve was here from Steve's World earlier. And he brought me Sprinkles cupcakes. Isn't he awesome? I call him my little brother because he's kind of like my little brother. But yeah, he was so sweet and brought Sprinkles cupcakes. So I'm going to put the cupcakes down, and I'm going to use the bag to put the clam cakes in when they're done. It'll absorb all the extra oil. You can also use a paper towel lined plate.
Carlos, Disney World Freak, says, Donna, let me know if you need me to bring anything from home next month when I head down besides Sam's Bakery Pizza.
You are so awesome, Carlos. Thank you. I will keep that in mind for sure. You are awesome. Okay, so these are frying up, and they're gonna, they're gonna get to a golden brown. It takes a few minutes, but I'm just gonna sneak around you for a second.
Sure thing.
I'm getting a little hot, so I'm turning the thermostat on a little bit.
I was moving towards the phone.
Okay.
The Jasa family says, is the air fryer hard to clean?
No, not at all. Okay. So while we're waiting for these to cook, I'll show you. I'll move our bag. But everything inside is dishwasher safe. This vessel, outer vessel, is dishwasher safe and nonstick, as is the basket. There's also a grill plate that goes in here, and that also is dishwasher safe. So yeah, you're good to go. And the filter up here is dishwasher safe, and you can see I use it quite often because it's not the cleanest right now. Okay, how do these look, Carlos? These looking good to you? They need to brown a little bit more. But yeah, you can fit a lot. I like this big square copper pan because for this task, it can fit a lot of clam cakes. I probably could have put more in there, but yeah.
Carlos, I need details. I need to know what is included in this.
And
Bakery pizza.
oh, okay. So I'm going to tell you, bakery pizza is a Rhode Island staple at kids' birthday parties, bridal showers, and baby showers, and just all kinds of parties. They call it party pizza. It's pizza strips, and it's a thicker. The dough is like, the crust is like this thick, maybe like a half to a 3/4 of an inch, and there's no toppings. It's just tomato sauce. It's a thick tomato sauce. It's kind of hard to describe, but
there's no cheese.
No cheese.
Oh.
And it is so good. I mean, so good.
You should have made that.
I don't have a good recipe. I've tried replicating it so many times over the years, and I can't even get close.
Mickey Travis says tomato pie.
Yeah. Tomato pie is so good.
And you eat it cold.
Yeah,
Oh.
you eat it room temperature, not like cold. But
Oh, not like, frozen. You
No, you eat it like at room temperature.
Oh.
Still intrigued, Nicholas?
Interested. Interesting, I should say.
I might use this bag.
I would try it.
I don't know if you would. Would you?
If it just has tomato sauce, yeah.
It's just tomato sauce.
Yeah.
And the trick is in the tomato sauce because that's what I can't replicate. The dough I was able to do. It's the sauce. I don't know what they do with the sauce or to the sauce, but it's nothing I've been able to duplicate. It's got like a little sweet to it, but not a lot. And I'm just gonna grab the bag.
Yep.
But Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to use the bag in the bag.
The bag in the bag.
bag in the
That's
bag.
inside the bag, included with the
This
bag.
one is done. So as you can see, we got a nice golden brown on it. We're going to put it in the sack to get all the oil off of it. And in Rhode Island, they will serve them to you in a paper sack. And they sell them by the half dozen and the dozen.
Through the Enchanted Portal says, where do you get the party pizza from?
Yes, there are bakeries in Rhode Island, specifically LaSalle Bakery and D. Palmieri's, and they sell the pizza strips, but I don't think they ship them. Is that right, Carlos? You would know better than I. But I don't think they ship, unfortunately.
Emily says those look delicious.
Oh, thank you, Emily. I know you know seafood too, probably from being from Louisiana. You got your crawdads and crawfish and all that good stuff. Jambalaya, gumbo. Yum. Now I'm hungry for Louisiana food. I think we need to make a road trip to Emily. Emily, we're coming.
Dave said, I always get the Kenyan clam cakes at Big E in Rhode Island.
Yes.
And Carlos says they do not ship.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't think they ship well.
He said that's why I have to drive down. That's why I have to drive some down for her.
No, you're the best, Carlos.
Emily says yes, plenty of seafood here. We boiled crabs last week.
Yum. So good.
Last weekend.
I'll tell you, I've been so fortunate to have lived in places where there's really great seafood available. I've lived on the Atlantic Ocean in Rhode Island, where we got, you know, great Maine lobster for lobster rolls, little neck clams, all kinds of things, quahogs, and oh, so many good things. And then I lived in Alaska for almost 10 years, and we got, you know, Alaska king crab right off the docks. You can't get fresher than that. So, yeah.
Jill DeFore says, Donna, growing up, did you use tartar sauce?
Okay, so here's the thing. I did not use tartar sauce until after I got married. I didn't even know what it was.
Oh.
Yeah. My mom taught me to put malt vinegar on my French fries and fish and chips. And I don't know if Carlos remembers Stadium Fish and Chips. That was a little stand in Cranston, Rhode Island. And they would sell, you know, beer battered fish and chips. And we would get them every Friday. And they would put them in, and this is before, you know, anyone knew any better. They would actually wrap it in newspaper.
Oh.
And you'd take it home because it absorbed the oil. And that was cheap because, you know, they didn't have to buy anything special. They used the newspaper.
Yeah.
So. And that's why at some fish and chips places you go to now, they use actually like food grade safe printed paper that looks like a newspaper to line their baskets and stuff, because it's a nod back to that.
Pete says, please set that like button. Lets you two know what a good job Donna is doing.
Oh, thank you.
Kathy says, what brought you to Florida?
Well, what happened was my husband passed away about 4 years ago. I lived in a military town because he was military in the middle of nowhere in Oklahoma on 5 acres, and it was a lot to take care of on my own. So I had a lot of friends in Florida, and I have a lot of family that comes down to Florida, whereas getting to me in Oklahoma was really hard. The nearest airport was 90 minutes away. And the temperate weather. So just all those things combined. I love having what I call my chosen family here. You know, Richard, Nick's parents. I know we all have each other's backs, and I have a support system here that I didn't have back in Oklahoma. So that's what brought me here. And
Yeah.
Disney.
That had a little bit to do with it.
Yeah.
Mickey Travel says, challenge for Donna
Yes, ma'am.
to make a native food / treat for each of your followers.
Oh, that's a big challenge. I don't know if I could do
Who
that.
Dat Dave said, so are the clams already in the dough mix?
Yes, we put, when we were preparing the dough, the batter or whatever you want to call it, you can see in here, see, there's the clams there. But yeah, they're in. And you use the juice from the clams as well. So you don't drain the clams if you're using canned. If you're using fresh clams, I would recommend, if you like beer, you could use beer to make your liquid to bind the batter, or you could use water. It doesn't matter. Or seltzer water. Any of those works fine. These are taking a long time.
Nikki Blue is here.
Oh, hello.
Alan
Welcome
says,
in.
I'm sorry to hear all that. I just lost my wife this past April.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's not fun and it's hard. It was a hard time, but you know, I've got like I said, such a huge support system here that I didn't have before. So I'm just very blessed and very thankful for everyone I have in my life. I have all of you guys that come and watch my videos, which makes me so happy. I love cooking for you and sharing things with you. So yeah, it all worked out in the end.
And Kathy says, can you use lobster also or crab meat?
I think you could, but then it wouldn't be a clam cake. It would be a lobster cake. But you sure could do it, I guess.
Rob Fuzz says, we love you, Donna.
Oh, love you too, Rob. You're awesome.
Rob, somewhat, yes.
Okay, this one's ready. They're taking a little bit longer than I normally am used to, but that's okay because we can take a little break while they're cooking and try the ones we've done. I know you don't want to. But I'll plate some up. We can take a picture and then maybe Richie and I will try them.
Richie, you're gonna take my mic. Do you want to try them? Donna, it's you.
I guess it's me.
This would be your first solo, unless Sam wants to. Does Sam like these?
Yes.
Sam, come over. Carol's probably watching.
Carol would love these. Okay.
I think Donna is, oh, I was still pointing there like you were going to come back.
Oh.
Donna is going to do her first, like, solo review because I eat nothing and Richard does not like clams. So,
I'm going to do 3 because it makes a Mickey. How's that? Look at that.
Ooh.
I made a Mickey. There we go. And Richie, if you want to, let's see, where's my phone at? Oh, perfect.
So,
Thank you.
Donna
Yes, sir.
will be reviewing them.
Yeah. And look at
After
the
all,
Mickey.
you made them, and if Sam would like to, she
Yeah,
is
you
welcome
have
to jump in.
This is one thing. If you don't have a seafood lover in your house, don't make these because they will not like them. I will say that. These are nice and fresh and hot out of the fryer. But look at that. We have, you know, it's completely cooked through. And yeah, this is what a clam cake looks like on the inside. And usually they'd serve these with chowder. That's really good. If anyone in here is from New England or Rhode Island and knows Rocky Point or Iggy's or Aunt Carrie's, you know they make really, really good clam cakes. These are on point. These are really good. It's not very clammy.
Hold on, before you give your review, you're giving it into the mic.
I have a mic right here.
Now you have one. Time to shine, Richie.
I don't taste clam.
No, it's not a clammy thing. It's more like a fritter or a hush puppy than it is a clam cake.
Great Marker said, hashtag Richie rates. I know they can't hear me. Hashtag Richie rates.
It's not bad. It's hot.
I love them.
It's good.
Richie approves.
It's not fishy or clammy, really.
No.
It's more of like a, I would call it like a hush puppy, wouldn't you, Richard?
So what is it out of 10?
5.
Richard said a 5 out of 10.
But if you like seafood, I would say it's an 8.5.
My microphone got all tangled in the cord.
Did you get tangled, Nicholas?
Somewhat. Okay, I think I'm here. So what's next on the adventure?
Okay, we are going to finish the clam cakes up, and then we're going to make, I think, the frozen lemonade, and then we'll make the wieners. I can cook the hot dogs while we make the frozen lemonade. I might need to get new ice. My ice melted. But yes,
Jeffrey, excuse me, Jeffrey Pop, welcome to Apprentice Chef.
oh, thank you, Jeffrey Pop. Welcome in. So glad you became a member. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm getting the last bit of dough out of here. And then that's that for that.
Ooh. I think that was caught on a stream. So Marco, if you'd like, you can make a GIF of that.
Oh, that's funny. Yikes.
Jeepers creepers. I think I said Jeffrey Pop, welcome to Apprentice Chef, right? Oh, did it disconnect? Okay. Donna is having a little technical difficulties.
It's fine. Does it go in the first one or the second one?
It goes to, yeah.
We're back.
Actually, no, it goes to the second one. It does not go to that one. Stand by, everyone.
Okay, it should be working now.
Did you plug in the second one?
Yeah,
Okay, talk.
I'm talking right now.
If you guys can hear Donna, give us a thumbs up. In my defense, I did drop the mic once, literally, so I think we all...
Yeah, it happens. I got caught on the drawer. I don't know why that happened.
Max K says, can you tell Donna I say hi?
Hi, Max.
And
Welcome
you're getting
in.
thumbs up, so you're back.
Oh, great. Sorry about that, guys. You know how it is when you're live.
I actually dropped, so we have, for those who don't know, we actually are using external microphones, so they're lapel mics, so they're like microphones you use in an interview. So that's why you can hear us so clearly.
Okay.
So if you're making the lemonade, I'll probably stay here.
Yes.
Max K says, I won my soccer game today. That's awesome,
Oh, that's
Max.
wonderful. Congratulations, Max. Job well done. All right. I'm just going to grab a drink so I don't get a dry throat. Okay. Now,
Is this frozen lemonade?
it's going to be frozen.
Oh.
Frozen. But yes, so this is the mix that you can get at home. There's stands all over Rhode Island, like little shacks that sell Dell's frozen lemonade. They package it in my hometown now of Cranston, Rhode Island, and you can get a little pail, sand pail that you can use later. And inside are these packets, so you can make your own lemonade at home.
And Molly Rock says hi.
Oh, Molly Rook.
Yes.
Hi, Molly.
I thought it was Molly Rock. I apologize.
This is so simple. Okay.
And Neil, I'm assuming it's Neil, Lissa and Neil, says, I smell Donna's cooking in Fort Lauderdale.
Oh my goodness, that's far away. I love it. I didn't know it traveled so far. Okay, so this couldn't get any simpler. All you need is your Dell's lemonade mix, which you can get in your little pail. Isn't that cute? Okay, now 2 cups of ice.
And just so you guys know, there will be a blending noise. So.
Yes, 1 cup of water.
What did we do last? Didn't we like turn off your mic?
Yeah, I'll do that before we start.
Because I think since you're so close to it, it might be really loud. So I'll
1
just talk
pack
to them.
of the mix.
1/2 of the mix.
All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my mic off now,
Just the switching.
and Nick is going to take over just while I am blending, okay?
Yep.
All right. They shouldn't be able to hear me now, just checking.
Yeah, they should barely. I'm actually going to stand back here, so because I can still read the comments. So if you guys could hear me, give a thumbs up in the chat. It's a really loud blending noise, but giving a thumbs up in the chat if you can somewhat hear me. But it's really loud by where Donna is, so yeah, it would probably be even louder, but I'm hoping you can somewhat hear me.
That was so awesome. I love seeing your hand gestures while you're back there, like, while you're talking.
They can't hear you.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it's not loud because, are you done?
Yeah,
Okay.
turn on now.
Yeah. Yeah, that was loud, so I'm glad we turned yours off.
Yeah. I got such a kick out of watching Nicholas because as he's talking, he's demonstrative with his hands. So
I get that from
I
my
couldn't
mom.
hear what you were
She
saying,
does
but I was
that.
like, okay. I'm gonna get like a spoon or something. Do we have a wooden spoon? Yeah. Okay. So here's the consistency. See that? It's frozen.
Frozen. That's what you do.
And this is so good. I
You
will
need a
tell you.
second cam. Oh, we should have we should one day get ooh, we're done already. We should get a cam on Richard, a cam on you, and a cam on me. And we'll get camera guys in here just follow. And we'll put one on Sam too.
Now
We'll get
on
camera guys following us around.
in Rhode Island, traditionally what they'll do is put a slice of lemon in the lemonade cup, and you get lemon at the bottom, but I'm not doing that.
You're having some, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Are we doing?
We're gonna do a taste test.
Okay.
Richie rates. Okay.
You know, I used to like lemonade, then for a while I didn't like it. Now I like it again. It's
Oh, we're
weird.
getting a selfie.
Yeah, let's do it. Bam.
Hi guys. So yeah, we've all got our Dell's lemonade.
Should we move back just a tad so you can? Okay. There we
Okay,
go.
ready? This is so refreshing on a hot summer day.
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it. It's the lemon. For me, it's like a hint of lemon.
Yeah.
Which is good. It's not like in your face.
Nope.
Which,
It's
and
really
that's what I
good.
like. So it's good. I like it.
And they sell different flavors of this. They sell watermelon also online. When you go to Dell's in person in Rhode Island, you can get, I think they have a few different flavors when you go there now. But I like the traditional because that's what I grew up with. I'm just going to go check those.
Mickey Travel says, is it tart? No.
More sweet, wouldn't you say, Nicholas?
Yeah, definitely more sweet. Richard looks like he loves the lemonade. Did you like it, Richard?
Yes, it's very good.
Can you do that one more time? You were not on camera.
It's okay, I was on the mic.
Richard had the biggest smile on his face ever. Like opening presents on Christmas Day. He said he loved it.
I can't even.
Am I coming back there?
We're just finishing up. Yeah, sure. We're finishing up the clam cakes.
I was trying to
They
mix
just
it.
need to brown.
It's like an Italian. Yeah, it's like an
Italian ice, but not as hard.
Softer.
It's more drinkable.
drinkable.
Yeah. So again, this is what it looks like in the bucket. And then you get,
Alyssa Neal said, Neil likes to make Richie smile.
that's hilarious. I love it.
Nick asked Donna, this is from Carlos, by the way, asked Donna if she has any pretzel sticks to scoop the rest out of the cup.
No, but that is a Rhode Island and New England tradition to do that. And yeah, oh man. You're making me reminisce, Carlos. I'm missing my childhood
Pretzel
right now.
sticks. Like actual pretzel sticks?
Mm-hmm, like the rods.
Yeah, and what would you do with them? Just like
Just eat it and scoop the
Oh.
lemonade out.
So you'd have like a combination of pretzel and lemon.
It's so good. Because you get the salty and the sweet.
You know what one of the weirdest combinations is, and I was told to try it, and I thought it would be the most disgusting thing ever, but I actually ended up liking it.
What is that?
I think I told you, I don't know if I told them, It's a cooking stream, so Nikki Blues put Richie's forward responses.
What happened?
Nikki Blue said Richard's forward responses.
Yeah.
I don't use 3.
Try living with that. Just saying. He's not very verbose.
So, I about a month ago ish was at Buffalo Wild Wings, and we got cheese curds. I think I told you this, and mozzarella sticks as appetizers.
And you mix them together.
And we got one of the dipping sauces, and I was not the one to order it, but I was told to try it. Was caramel.
Yeah, I can't even.
It was actually good. Well, did you like it? Yeah. And you didn't think you would like it? No. Yeah. See, Sam is on my side.
I'm gonna try it because you guys said to.
It's the craziest thing.
Nick, check Twitter.
Okay, I'll do that now.
Okay.
Dad Resort TV One said they just got home from playing with Malia, but they start watching.
Mark, all I can
hi,
say
Jerry.
is Mark, all I can say is you're the best.
Oh Lord, I hope it's not me.
Gonna get snagged. Opens the drawer. No.
You have to watch this.
I don't want to.
I'll show the stream then.
Wait, I want to see now.
Well, now. Well.
I can't.
Just so you all can get a little bit of reference. And then Richie comes in and saves it.
I can't even. Oh, you're awful. Okay. No, that's not nice, Nicholas.
I wasn't the one who made the gift, just.
You just told me.
All right.
Is that a magic drawer?
Yeah,
Mom Resort TV 1 says, you're all having entirely too much fun.
we are. Oh my gosh, that's terrible. Okay. So, all right, we've got to grill the hot dogs for the hot wieners. That's the last thing we have to make. Can you believe we've done all of this and we're almost finished?
In an hour and 32 minutes.
Told you. You were like, you're making 5 things. I knew. It would be pretty
She
fast.
knew everyone.
Is
I
your
did.
apron on your website?
Oh, yes, it is. Yep, and I just actually
Roscoe Mothership wants one.
fixed my Spreadshirt shop because it wasn't working, but the link is definitely working now if anyone wants to post it in there. It's
Mike-
also in the description of the
Mike
video.
V says, when is R. Johnson's next live stream?
When Pete gets here.
When Pete McDevitt returns to Orlando, Florida, Richard will be live. He has said it on film, and 335 of you are here to witness
That's right.
this. So, Richard will be live. Do you know what you're going to stream? He's going to stream Pete. I'm going to make it so Richard has to hold the gimbal the whole
Richard,
time.
can you
It
move
can't be
this
pawned off at
blender for me?
anybody.
It'll be a short stream.
Ray Marco said it. When Pete gets here equals 4 words.
Oh, Mark. Okay, so now I'm going to start preparing the wieners, and I make mine a little bit different than the traditional way. The traditional way, they steam the buns, they steam the hot dogs. I'm going to put mine in the air fryer and grill them up a little bit. And Sam and I like the New England top split hot dog buns, which is very non-traditional for a wiener. But I'm going to make some that way and a couple traditional. Where'd the other hot dog ones go? No. They've been there for like, I don't know where they went. That's so strange.
That's so strange.
Okay, well, I guess the other hot dog buns went missing. So I'm going to have to use the New England ones anyway because they're the only ones here right now. I don't know where the other hot dog buns
Disney World
are.
Freak says, wait, what? Boil the wieners?
That's, yeah, they used to steam them, like on a steam table, but I don't have a steam table.
So what is going on top of them? That's my
Okay, yes.
Yeah, I want to double
That's
check
a whole,
that.
it's a whole process. So we will, when we get to the topping, I will definitely explain a little more. And I'm gonna,
New England buns are the best.
yeah, they are. I like them. I always spray a little butter on them, and I'm gonna put them in the oven just for a minute, just to toast them a little lightly. Not anything crazy.
Todd B says, do you all prefer beef franks?
I do.
I like them.
I'm using Hebrew National. If you are in Rhode Island, they have a hot dog called the Soggy Dog. They have little roadies, which are traditional to hot wieners. Obviously, I'm in Florida, so I cannot get those. But if you can get your hands on a good Rhode Island hot dog, please do so. They're really, really good.
We should have gotten, if it was open, a Casey's Corner hot dog.
Oh,
I miss Casey's Corner hot dogs.
I know,
They're
me
so
too.
good. And the all beef foot-long hot dogs do
Has
not
that been
taste the
touched?
same. No.
okay, we can combine them.
Ooh.
You want to
Don't
show
put
everyone
that
the,
towards me.
the plate of goodness?
You want to move? Look at that. I didn't want to messing it up. There we go. Casey's are the best. And the foot-long hot dogs, the bread they use
Yeah.
is, I think it's to support it, but it's bad.
Okay, so here's my take on the Casey's footlong or the footlong hot dogs they're selling at Disney now. The hot dog itself is good. The bun needs a lot of work. I would use like a brioche bun or a sweet Hawaiian bun or something. The bun they're giving you is like a hoagie roll, and that is not suitable for a hot dog, just saying.
Do you say sub or hoagie?
Actually, where I come from, we say grinder.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, Rhode Island has its own terminology.
But what do you what do you say? Do you say grinder? Like,
Well, no, now I say either hoagie or sub, whatever the shop says. You know, like at Jersey Mike's, I say a sub, but if the shop says they're a hoagie shop, I say a hoagie.
Disney World Freak says it's
I
a
adapt.
grinder.
Grinders.
Carlos says grinder. I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Grinder.
That's a Rhode Island thing.
Grinder.
I took out 4 buns.
Should I follow you over?
No, well, you can if you want to.
Or I can zoom in.
Yeah, do that. I'm just putting, I got 4 buns ready, so I'm making 4 hot dogs to go in them. And I'm using all beef. I'm using Hebrew National because they're the highest quality I can find. You can use your favorite hot dog brand, but I like the Hebrew National. They're lean and they're all beef. And so, let's see.
What do you guys in the chat say? Hoagie or sub? Richie, what do you say?
Sub.
Yeah, I've always said sub.
But you're not from New England, so.
Jersey, but a lot of people people in Jersey say sub for the most part.
I
Yeah.
always say sub.
For words, I always say sub. But not
That's
sub for
hilarious.
sub.
No, we do not do that.
That
is
would be
awesome.
that would be
Find out everybody that said sub.
that
You're
would be
funny.
3 words though. Carlos says I run a sandwich business. It's a grinder or sub up here. Oh, so Carlos has the whole
It's a whole
he's-
vernacular.
Carlos is down with it.
Yeah.
Listen, Neil says we love Hebrew National, also pure beef.
Yes, that's why I like them. No fillers. They plump up well. Yes,
What does
my
Siri
watch
say?
just went off.
Heidi says we say hero. It's a hero sandwich.
Yes, I've heard of that too.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah,
Why do
there's
I not
lots
hear
of
these
different names
things?
for sandwich.
Sub or hoagie? Well,
That's hilarious. Okay. I'm just adjusting temperatures and okay. Okay. So
By the way, we said, Donna, can you move to your left for 1 second? Yeah. We said we put Sam on the stream and she didn't want to come, so that is a magnet of her.
Oh, yes.
So Sam.
This is Samantha.
So Carol, your granddaughter, I was going
Yep.
to say daughter, your granddaughter has technically been on the stream today.
Yes, this is her 12 years ago when we lived in North Pole, so she was on the North Pole High School tennis team. Go Sam.
So now we can say Sam has been on the stream.
Yep, that's right.
We should just have a cardboard cutout of her.
We should. And just make Sam appear. I feel bad because my mom's like, is she going to be on the stream and say hi today? And I'm like, I don't know. You know how Sam is. She's like the person behind the scenes.
She's being a good mod.
She is a good mod, getting those links and memberships and all that.
And she also posted a video of the Disney Society Orchestra and Friends for their last performance.
She sure did.
Which was pretty fun.
I'm going to put these in.
I'm from Massachusetts originally, and we said grinder.
Mm-hmm.
But in Pennsylvania, we call them subs.
Yeah.
They only call them grinders here if they're baked. Oh.
Oh, see that? Okay.
My grandparents, they're from Pennsylvania. They live outside Philadelphia, and they always say, they say hoagie. We from New Jersey, northern New Jersey, we always said sub. Carlos says, wait, Donna's mom is in the chat.
I don't think she's in the chat. She doesn't know how to chat, but she's watching. So hi, Mom.
Carol, if you make a Google account, you can chat.
Yes.
We'll have to show her how to do that because we want Carol to chat.
we should teach her how to do the chat because I know she would be loving talking about these foods because, of course, if I was from Rhode Island, so was my mom. She was born and raised there too for a lot longer than me, so she knows all about clam cakes and doughboys and coffee milk, and she introduced me to them. So
Karen says in Philly it's a hoagie. Yes, see, my grandparents call it a hoagie. Alyssa Neal say in New York it's a hero.
oh. It's funny how there's so many different names for a sandwich. Well,
Like,
essentially a
I'm
sandwich.
gonna eat a hero. That's not something I would think. But hey,
Well, I know the reason, at least the reason I was told that we called them grinders in New England or Rhode Island was because the Italian bread they used to use on it was like a harder roll on the outside. So you would like grind your teeth. So it was a grinder because you grind your teeth. So.
Todd B said, what does the air fryer do to the wieners? Steam them?
Yeah, it just gets them warmed through, cooked through, and plumped. And I like to get I personally, for me, like my hot dogs a little bit more well done. But yeah, you can do them however you like it. You can boil them if you want to, steam them, grill them, bake them. Just make sure you heat them through, however you prefer. But that's just my
Jill
preference.
DeForce says, and I want to ask you two this question: is a hot dog a sandwich? I don't think it is.
I don't think it is either.
It is, yes, but like
Technically it is. So's a hamburger.
technically it is.
But a hamburger's on a roll, and a hot dog's on a bun.
Richie, do you think a hot dog is a sandwich?
No.
Yeah, it's just like it's its own thing. Mm-hmm. Like an Oreo, you have the 2 cookies and the cream. It could be a sandwich, but it's an Oreo.
Well, actually, they do call it a sandwich cookie if you look at the package. And the
Yeah.
knockoff ones call them chocolate sandwich cookies.
Chocolate.
I know way
sandwich
too much,
cookies.
Nicholas.
We're gonna have chocolate sandwich cookie. Put it in the chat. Do you guys think a hot dog is a sandwich? I say no. It's Joey's World said we call cold ones sub and hot ones heroes. I've never heard of. Is cereal soup? No, cereal is not soup.
No. Soup is, well, they have cold soup because that's, yeah, I was going to say soup is hot, but it's not. Because they have strawberry soup. Have you ever had that at 1900 Park Fair?
I've never been to
cold and
1900.
it's delicious.
A hot dog isn't a sandwich, it's on its own.
Good point.
It's Joey's World says no, hot dogs are hot dogs.
That's right.
No, not a sandwich. One person says yes, everyone else says no. At least for right now. From what I'm
Oh
seeing.
dear. I feel bad for the one person that didn't agree with us.
Sorry.
She said the strawberry soup is awesome.
Yeah.
Ruby says Okay, see, Ruby's defending. It says a sandwich has to have a top loose and bottom loose, like bun.
Yeah, but then would a hamburger be a sandwich?
We're talking about hot dogs. Hamburger, I mean, I guess see, hamburger could be. My hot dog wouldn't be a sandwich because I like it plain, no bun. You wouldn't call a burger a sandwich. No, it's its own thing.
But it has the loose top and bottom, but it's round
Touche.
and it's on a bun.
But you take a hamburger, take the ground beef out and put a chicken in there.
It's a sandwich. And I was just going to say, if you go to Arby's, it's a roast beef sandwich, not a roast beef burger, and it's on a round bun. So I don't know. It's very
According
subjective.
to Google, see, Neil is trying to break down everyone. According to Google, a hot dog is a sandwich.
What does Google know? No, just kidding.
Is a hot dog a sandwich? I'm asking Siri.
I don't know what happened to the other hot dog buns. That's so strange.
Mike Clement said a hot dog could be a hot dog.
This is the official definition
Oh.
from dictionary.com. A hot dog is, in quotes from dictionary.com, a sandwich consisting of a frankfurter in a split roll, usually eaten with mustard, sauerkraut, or relish. Dictionary.com says it's a sandwich, but I still don't believe it.
Okay, guys.
Corner Sports says, Donna, do you remember Haven Brothers hot dogs in downtown Providence?
Yes, I do. And I miss it. So
Hey,
good.
Google doesn't eat. That's true. Google does not eat.
That's right.
It eats information, but it doesn't eat actual food.
Okay.
Okay, Mike, so we're bringing up more of these questions. Is water wet? Yes, it is. If it's liquid, it's wet. Most likely.
Okay.
And the earth is not flat, so don't try to bring up that one. I've
Okay,
heard
so
that
I
way
lightly
too many
toasted our
times.
buns.
And a crayon is not pronounced crayon, it's a crayon. I've heard that one so many times too.
Sloppy Joe sandwich?
We'll see. It must be. I think it is.
I think it is.
Okay, Nicholas. So here we're going to start assembling.
Am I following you?
Well, it's a two-step process. So we're going to start here and move over there. And over there.
Would you like me to stay here or would you like me to follow you?
How would you rather do it?
Do I have enough room?
Probably.
I guess I can
I'm just
hold
putting
it.
the hot dogs
Yeah,
in the
okay.
buns.
I can hold it. We're going on a field trip, everyone. Buckle up.
Okay. So we've got our hot dogs done. I like mine well done. So that's what we did here. And I'm going to use 3 on a plate, but I'm going to make an extra one, made one for everybody. Make Sam one. But she doesn't want to taste the cream anyway. Okay. Now.
In the chat. Oh, now we're back.
Okay.
I don't know why we lag. Can you do me a
Okay.
favor? Give us a thumbs up if you can see us. Thumbs up if you can see us. We had this fun beachy music while we're waiting. Yeah, we don't know why we lag. Okay, we're back. We don't know why we lag because we're on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, sorry
and-
guys. But we're back now.
Yeah, we only
That's what
lag in the
matters.
parks, but here
Okay, so
are.
we have our beautiful chili, and we're going to put it on our hot dogs. Look at that. And this makes a lot of sauce. And don't be afraid to get it. I always eat mine with a knife and a fork.
Yes, check your live buttons.
Yes, make sure your live button is red and not gray. Okay. There we go. Look at that. Okay. So now we're going to move over here and you can go back to your normal position. Okay. So here's how we do it. Let me just read the instructions because I always get the order wrong. Okay, mustard, onion, and salt. Mustard comes first, and it has to be yellow mustard. I use French's. You can use your favorite yellow mustard, but it's going to be yellow to be authentic Rhode Island.
Corner Sports says, tell Donna to line up about 12 of them up on her arm
Yes.
to dress up the dogs.
I was just going to tell you guys that. So back in the day, when I would get these as a kid, I'm just gonna rinse. I got some mustard on my finger. The guys that used to make these would line as many hot dog buns as they could up to their elbow. So I was told that if you had a longer arm, you had a better chance of getting a job because you could fit more on your arm. And then they
Combine
would
the
just
two
scoop
to
the
make a really
sauce.
big arm.
They'd have the hot dogs in there and they scoop the sauce over. Then they do the mustard and then the onion, and then you chop it with celery salt. So I've got the onion, finely diced onion.
Mustard, sauce, onion, then salt.
Yep, salt goes last. Yep, always last.
That's what Carlos said.
Yep, that's absolutely true.
The sweat on the arms give it taste.
That's what I was
Is it
told.
a good taste?
Now I would be mortified.
Salty taste.
Oh. Ugh.
Yeah. Now I'd be mortified, but I mean, you know, back in the day, you didn't know. Oops, I made a mess.
That's real sanitary.
Yeah, that's sanitary.
And look at this. So we put our celery salt. And these babies are done.
Little children, babies. Disney World Castle says that is gross.
But these aren't. I don't know where I put my pen.
It's over there.
Thank
Because
you.
we're turning down the temperature.
Yes. And I think we're going to need forks and knives for this one, Richie.
Yes. Separate plate.
But this is the,
Mickey
Finished
Travels
product.
says, if only I ate meat.
I'm sorry, Mickey Travels.
Are you gonna try it?
I do not like onions and mustard and really all of the above, so I'll probably skip out on this one.
Okay. And now normally they would pack it down really tight and you could pick them up and eat them. It's still messy doing it that way, but you know, I'm going to eat it with a knife and a fork.
We're not zoomed in, okay. Let me back up a little. Alex Gray is here.
Oh, hi, Alex. Oh, this doesn't want to go. That's so good. I love it. It tastes like home.
Jill DeForce says, Sam, you need to go try one.
You do.
Really good.
What is it out of 10, Richie? They're asking for the Richie grades.
That was only 3 words. It's really, really good.
It's really, really good. So, Richie, the people want to know, out of 10 for Richie rates, what would you give it?
8.5.
It gets an 8.5.
It's so good. It reminds
Grave
me
Marco
of
says
home.
it's really, really good equals 4 words. And then he put hashtag Richie rates 8.5 with a check mark.
Mark, you're awesome. We love you so much. Yeah, these are like so super good. They beat any chili dog or coney dog or anything I've ever had. And it brings me back to my childhood, which is an added bonus. It makes me think of my family. And I have a lot of family still in Rhode Island, so it just makes me remember them and think
Yeah.
of them. But yeah, this is it. So we made 5 dishes, Nikki. You didn't think we'd get done.
In a little under 2 hours.
See?
Oh, so LSU mom. I'm going to selfie, Richie. Oh, really bright. What would make it a 10?
I don't know.
That was 3
if it
words.
tasted better.
That was 3
No, it
words.
was really good.
It was really good. Okay,
If
that
I
was
made
4.
these for dinner, would you eat them?
Yeah, you have made them for dinner before.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I?
And I ate them.
They'd have to taste better, Richie said.
Well, they're
They'd have to taste even better.
right. For,
There we
yeah.
Mm.
They'd have to taste even better.
So good. So there you have it, guys. It's the taste of Rhode Island. my home state. I put some links in the description so you can look up other Rhode Island foods. There's you can even look up, if you Google Rhode Island language or lingo, there's all kinds of like the bubla and the grinder and all those things, the vernacular of Rhode Island, which I love and miss. I've lost my accent along the way. I don't know what happened to it. It just kind of went away. But I used to park the car just like everybody else. But yeah, now I park the car. But this was so much fun. And again, the sources also are in the links below. And does anyone have any more questions, comments, thoughts before we close out?
Mickey Travels said they should be a 10 for Richard because they were made with love.
We need to get a paddle for Richard. Like numbered paddles like they have on Dancing with the Stars.
I'm going to buy that. So you can just hold up 8,
Yep.
9.
Yep.
Joe wants to know if you can use red hot dogs.
If you can use red hot dogs, yeah, of course you could. You could use any kind you want. And I always encourage people to, you know, make the hot dog the way you want to. The thing that makes it Rhode Island is really that chili sauce and how you assemble the hot dog. You have to do hot dog, chili, mustard, onion, and the celery salt on the top. That's the classic way to do it. But in Rhode Island, they even sell it, you know, all the way is the way I made it. You can get it without onions. You can customize it however you want. But this is the true way I know it. But yeah, I always encourage everybody to customize to what your tastes and likings are. You could probably even use a turkey dog if you wanted to, or a tofu dog, but...
We're going to get these, by the way.
Oh, I love
But
it.
we'll have to get double so we can put 0.5 on them.
Yes, I agree.
Lisa wants to know when the Dinners with Donna cookbook is coming out.
Oh, I don't know. I'll have to work maybe with Nicholas on that. Maybe we can...
I'm not
figure
a
out
publisher, but yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, but you can help me figure out how to do it.
Somebody wants to know what's in the sprinkles box.
Oh, okay, I'll show you. My chosen family little brother Steve from Steve's World was in town for the weekend, and he was so sweet enough to stop by and visit with us this afternoon before the stream. He had to go catch a plane, so he had to leave, unfortunately, and couldn't be here on the stream with us. But he brought Reese's limited edition sprinkles for all of us. So excited. So we're going to dive into those later. Yep. But yeah, he's so thoughtful. Such a good little brother.
Michelle says, Donna, what's on the menu for the next stream?
Okay, so next stream is 2 weeks from today. We will be making Halloween treats, one of which will be the Hades nachos from Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. So the other treats I'm working on because there were a lot of them I wanted to make, so I'm trying to narrow it down to what I want to make. But I know we're going to do some sort of like an apple cider donut or donut hole that I'm going to bake and not fry. And I'm working on the other things. I'm thinking about pumpkin bars and maybe a candy. So we'll see how that all comes together. But stay tuned because it'll be good for sure.
Jamie B wants to know if you go back and read the chat later.
I should.
You
I
should
have
go
not
back.
done that yet. I really should. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I haven't done that. I never
Lynn
thought to do
Project
that.
says sorry she's late.
Oh, no worries. No worries at all. So glad you're here, Lynn.
Yeah.
But yeah, and the time after, the week after our Halloween stream, I'm actually going to be doing like 3 cooking streams in a row because we're going to have Halloween. The week after that, I'm doing a collaboration with my friend Lynn from the Lynn Project. We're going to be making Chef Art Smith's hummingbird cake from his homecoming restaurant. So that's going to be a fun one. So don't miss that one. And then we're going to have 3 streams in a row, and then we'll go back to normal again. But it should be a fun time.
And CH says he'll be in Animal Kingdom. Should he still watch the stream?
You can watch the replay anytime. Feel free to do that. Do not take your vacation time away to watch my streams. I want you to enjoy your life and your vacation and everything. So yeah, that's what the replays are for. You can go back and watch it anytime. No worries at all.
Kim wants to know if you ever made the cheeseburger pods from Centuli.
I have not made cheeseburger pods. I'm going to try to make them on a future stream. I've yet to find one that really is authentic to what you get in Animal Kingdom. The closest I could find is they used refrigerated biscuit dough. And I know that pod is not refrigerated biscuit dough. I don't know what it is, but I've got to figure it out. So I'm working on it.
Are you gonna wear a costume next week?
Probably not. But I might be more vibrant with my headgear. So keep an eye on my head.
And then Carlos said, Donna, Wimpy Burger.
Oh, yeah. Oh man. Okay, yeah. We've got to talk about Wimpy burgers. They're really good. Where'd my phone go?
Right there.
Oh yeah. Now, does Carlos want me to make them or talk about them? Because I'm trying to get a good description of them.
And if you guys haven't already, feel free to hit the like button for us by clicking that thumbs up button. Also click the red subscribe button if you're new, and subscribe to Donna's channel. She's inching towards 2,000 subscribers. Also share out the stream with your friends and family and fellow chefs.
Absolutely. So Wimpy's is a burger chain in New England and Rhode Island, and they use like premium beef, and their burgers are just sublime. They're amazing. I highly recommend if you're near a Wimpy's burger to try it because it's delicious. But yeah.
Alex Kennett says, Donna, have you ever heard of a, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, chiffon cake?
Oh, chiffon.
Yeah, that
Yes.
thing. Or
yes.
ever made one.
Yes, and yes. Maybe I will have to make a chiffon cake on the stream one time. That would be fun.
Ruby Princess G sent a $9.99 super chat.
Ruby.
And she says, thank you, Donna, for those recipes. All looked great.
Oh, thank you, Ruby. I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. And to all my friends who are watching from Rhode Island, I hope I did our home state justice because it's near and dear to my heart. And I really love all of these foods. And I love my home state. So I hope I did everybody proud.
I think that's pretty
Did we
much
cover
most
everybody?
of the questions. Yes.
Okay. If we missed anybody, I apologize. I'm really bad at chat.
one more.
Oh,
One
sure.
more question. Rose W says, when will the meatloaf cook-off be?
Okay, so I am ready anytime Corey is. I am throwing the gauntlet down to Corey. I don't know when he has time. He has such a busy schedule coming up, but hopefully...
I did not drop it. I caught it.
Nick almost lost his microphone. But as soon as Corey has time and for us to schedule it and work out the details on it, we are definitely going to have the meatloaf challenge. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when and the logistics of it. But it will go down.
Alyssa, Neil, Disney family. Donna's cooking is fabulous. Nick's camera work is super. And Richie's commentary is the topping on the cake.
He's a man of few words, but we love him.
Corey Meets World is here and says, wait, what?
Corey, where everyone keeps asking when our meatloaf challenge is going to be. We've got to throw it down. I don't know when we're going to do it, but we got to work out the deets on that.
Work out the deets.
Oh, why don't you swing since Corey's here? Corey, I want Nick to show you what we made.
Ooh, well, let me put this thingy back on. If it's going to go on is the main question. There we go. So,
Those were your favorites.
Yes, we made Doughboys. Dell's frozen lemonade. Coffee milk, which is not pictured.
We have some here.
The New York system. Oh, there's the coffee milk. The New York system wieners and the
Clam cakes.
And Corey says, I recommend not throwing it down. Richie may not eat it off the floor.
Oh, that's a very good point.
Depends on how good it is.
Richie said it depends on how good it is. Corey says all looks amazing.
Oh, thanks, Corey. I'm so glad you were able to stop in. You guys, he put out a really stellar vlog yesterday. It's a dining review with his two adorable daughters, Taylor and Lucy. And they went to the Kona Cafe at the Polynesian Resort. I highly recommend you go watch it because it will, number one, melt your heart, number two, make you very hungry, and number three, just brighten your day. I'm telling you. So if you guys could post a link to that or to Corey's channel, please do, because he's awesome.
Corey says, thanks so much.
Are you kidding? You're awesome, Corey. All right. So I think, you know, we've made everything, and I think we've answered everyone's questions, I think, right?
Yes, if we missed any of your questions, feel free to message Donna, as she will be the best one to answer it.
Yep.
I think we got most of them, though.
Okay, that sounds great.
In the Facebook group, too.
Yes,
And
of
in the
course.
Facebook group.
Yep, and I will be putting the pictures of the finished products there as well, as I always do, and on Instagram, just so everyone can take a gander at what we made today.
Corey says, can you walk me through all the ingredients?
Corey, I'll text you.
Someone said, our Johns must be cleanup.
Yep. That's why he's a few words, because he's got a lot of work to do.
Step by step, basically just start over, Corey says.
It only, for the 5 dishes, Corey, it took us like less than 2 hours to make 5.
Well, Corey, if we're starting over, I'm going to sit down and you're going to do the camera.
Oh, well, there you go. And Corey, please send my love to Stephanie, Taylor, and Lucy.
LJ says, Corey, you are late. There you go. Just tell like it
You
is.
remember that next time. No, just kidding.
Nick's got
Remember
a hot
that?
seat to get in.
I do, yes.
Yes. Okay, so I think we should selfie this around so we can all, because I always like to have my crew with me when I say goodbye. Or you can come around, either or.
Yeah, we can come around because then I can just walk over here to end it.
Okay. Will we all be in the frame?
Yeah, we should be.
Okay. All right. So, oh, there you have it.
Ah.
I'm so bad at this, you guys. Anyways, I am so glad that you all were able to join me today for cooking a taste of Rhode Island, my home state. This one was a special one for me because this is stuff I grew up making, and it was like stuff I'm used to making, and it was so much fun to share stuff I grew up with all of you. And my fellow New Englanders who joined in the chat, thank you. Carlos, Ruby, you guys were awesome, giving me help on what was going on with the ingredients and helping with the chat and letting everyone know what was what, and that was awesome. So thank you so much. And I just want you guys to know that I appreciate each and every one of you. My members, thank you to all my new members, all my members who already were members before today. Thank you so much. If you like the video, just on your way out, make sure you hit the thumbs up and the bell so you get notifications of when I will be live again, which will be 2 weeks from today for the Halloween show. And I want to thank Nick, my producer and cameraman, and Richie, the chief taste tester, very honest taste tester, taste tester.
Super real. We got a lot of them today.
Yeah, and chief dishwasher. And Sam, who will never come on the camera, but is sitting on the couch moderating. So I want to thank you guys so much because I couldn't do it without all of them. So thank you. And for now, I guess that will do it. So I hope you all have a wonderful, magical week. And I will see you in 2 weeks. So bye, everybody.
Bye. Where's my cupcake?